Dating after the death of a parent. My mom passed away a year and a half ago, and it has been hard for me to form connections with other people because I feel like one day they'll leave me. And on top of that, my depression, I feel like dating apps might be hopeless for me. However, I do really crave a connection. I also fear I may become too reliant on another person. My mom hasn't been here for almost 2 years, and I miss her dearly, and every once in a while, I'll have a really bad day. I'm 22 and I'll be 23 soon, and I feel like I wasted a lot of time focusing on myself, and now I don't know how to date. I basically want to see what it's like for other people and want to get some advice on the dating world.
Yeah, that'd be really tough. I feel like, we kind of talked about it a little bit earlier, but dating and trying to connect with people who really have no idea what you're going through, I can imagine would be very, very difficult and just alienating. Like you feel like no one would really understand you and your loss. And
I don't think any time was wasted spent on yourself, by the way.
No.
I think that's very important. And I don't know if there's a way you could have approached it differently to be super ready for this.
Absolutely.
There's just no easy way about it, but I think there is hope. Like there is more positivity. There's more people out there that won't just like take advantage of this situation or take advantage of you being, in an emotionally tough place. And also too, maybe you might find that initially you are too reliant on them. You are too eager for a connection that you almost go overboard with it. And that's fine. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to figure that out, but at least figure that out to be able to get to a place where that's not the case. But I just think you can't shield yourself from it forever. If you're craving, if you desire this connection and in a relationship or just more than being alone, then you should go find it. And don't worry about messing it up. But try and push through it. And it's not, nothing's ever perfect. The movies are crazy.
Absolutely.
And it's never like the TV shows or any of that.
Right.
So you gotta, I think if you want it, get out there, go for it. If you screw it up, you screw it up. But, you'll build to something more positive and something that you love and are looking for.
I completely agree with you. The first thing I thought was like, first of all, wasting time on yourself. Not a thing, especially in any situation, grieving or not, taking time for yourself and, learning to love yourself and grow strength and, self-awareness, everything. That is not wasting time whatsoever.
No.
That's an amazing, amazing thing that you're doing, especially in this situation. Grieving such a painful loss, like you have to do that. If you don't take the time for yourself and you just try and jump into the world of dating, it's really not going to feel good. You're going to be really mad at everyone, at every situation.
Yeah.
Like I've been there where I was like, I don't even know when I'm going to look at a guy again. After experiencing my loss, I was like, I don't know. I was like, don't even look at me. I don't even know what's going on. But then once I was like, okay, like I kind of want to start getting back out there. I needed to take the time for myself to heal yourself, because you need to love yourself first and feel comfortable in yourself before you can love somebody else. You can't just dive in without doing that. So she did not waste. That's not wasting time.
No.
She did an amazing thing, and I'm so glad that she was able to do that for herself. And eventually, it's going to feel really awkward at first. I'm not going to lie. It's no matter what, it's going to feel very awkward and uncomfortable, but trial and error, like just give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it's okay. If the first person you try and go out with and meet, if it doesn't work out, like that's okay.
Yeah.
Don't pick on yourself that it's about you and your grief. Like people are totally fine. They go on dates every day and it doesn't work out, and that's okay. It's just, it's normal. It's just the world of dating. It's not easy in the slightest bit. Can confirm. It is not easy in the slightest bit.
Yeah.
But it's hard in these situations not to be extremely hard on yourself, because like, like you're not feeling good and kind of grieving. It's a reminder like, oh, hey, I don't feel good. I'm not supposed to feel good right now. But yeah, just for her, I would just say, just try not to be so hard on yourself, and you'll eventually get there. Just give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, that's okay. That's
Yeah.
very okay.
Definitely. I think too, like, I can imagine you when you started dating again too, running into these awkward situations where people ask you questions too, like, oh, tell me about your family. Oh, how's your dad? How's your mom? Tell me about them. And it's like, I can imagine those situations are so like triggering.
Absolutely, they are.
And so it's like, for this person, like, or anyone going through something like this, like, give yourself some grace. Like, you are going to have these questions come up and be triggered. Like,
Right.
You'll know how to answer them, and you'll eventually learn how to be comfortable and know what to say. Like, it's just, you have to have these experiences at first.
Yeah.
You're going to have to fail a few times. You need to try and figure out, what do you want to say? How do you want to represent yourself to people? How do you want people to know your story and know what happened to you? Like, how do you want to create these relationships? And
yeah.
you gotta fail a few times. Figure it out, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be okay with time. And also advice to her: you're not the only one that's in this awkward position. There's so many people out there, and you might even end up running into someone who is in the same boat, and you could create a relationship and bond off of that,
True.
and then help each other out forever.
Yeah.
It's wild, the possibilities. Things like this can absolutely permanently damage people, but it can really also end up creating some beautiful connections that people can share with each other. And so definitely I'm guilty for it as well, but just, you can't be so hard on yourself. Just give it a shot, and if it doesn't work out, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Dating is hard either way. Obviously, this adds another layer of complexity, heartbreak. I mean, there's a lot of layers to that onion, but give it a shot.
Oh yeah.
Trial and error. Hinge is great. Don't take your niece, your 4-year-old niece, to a Tinder man's
Honestly,
house.
oh my
No
God. I
children.
didn't even remember that.
this
Wow.
has
All
been
right.
a roller coaster, you guys, but this is Love and Love Lost, and we had to make sure everyone felt represented on this Valentine's Day holiday.
Absolutely.